Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Elena Roberts. I'm a realtor with Right at Home. Today we're going to talk about selling your house privately. So this topic comes up a few times a year, especially now when the market is really strong. I'm hearing people ask themselves, what should we do? So we're going to go over some facts, some myths, and some numbers about this topic. So first, should I answer the question, can you sell your house privately? Yes, of course you can, and many people do it. I would highly recommend, if you're going to take that route, to get yourself a lawyer that you know and you trust, because the documents we use are changing all the time. Our boards stay on top of that. So you want someone who can help you with those documentations, as you have to have a lawyer to close your deal. Let's talk about why you may not want to sell your house privately in a hot market like we're experiencing right now. First, let's talk about the market and pricing of houses. So unless you're currently living under a rock, you know the market is taking off and it's a crazy environment right now. It is a seller's market. What you need to know is the market going to stay like that? Is it going to change? And if it changes, what are the changes going to be? So also what you need to look at is the list prices and the details of each house. So each house we have to compare differently to our own. And I know that's hard when it is your own house. Now, list prices. Right now, since the market is hot, when a price is being put on as a list price, it doesn't mean it's the sold price right now. Prices are going over list price, and that depends on where your location is, how much over. About contracts and documents. So as I stated before, you can get these anywhere. You can get them online even. Please don't do that. Through a lawyer. Our board keeps our contracts updated. So they just send us the new contracts to use. So we are using contracts that are up to date. We then protect ourselves as realtors, you as the homeowner, and the buyer. The last thing you want to do is sign or use an incorrect, out-of-date form, contract, any sort of agreement. And you may not know that until you get to the lawyers and you're close to closing. And this can create problems you shouldn't have to deal with. Okay, COVID. I know you're sick of hearing it, but COVID has created a new set of situation or a new set of problems for us. So as realtors, our companies have gone above and beyond and created new systems to help us keep everybody safe. So some of those systems are online. For example, when you list your house for sale and we're organizing showings, we have a whole new online system so we know who is going to your property, exactly when. We've shortened the time frame they can be there so nobody's overlapping. We also, as realtors, we're asked to know where our clients have been, that everybody is healthy and we're all safe. We also know that when we go into a home, we're only touching what we need to touch. And we're doing that and not just our clients running around. So there's a lot of precautions that we have put in place, our real estate companies have put in place to keep everybody safe. Okay, so I understand why you want to sell your house yourself. I truly do. We've probably all thought about it, even myself before I became a licensed realtor. You want to save yourself some money and put that in your pocket. So let's talk about what a hardworking, reliable, and up-to-date realtor can do for you. So due to the changing climate, we now have the ability to not only add a couple of photos. We used to be able to add 20 photos to your listing, which the public would see. We can now do more than 40. We can do a drone tour, so we can truly showcase every aspect of your house inside and out. Also the neighborhood, if people may want to see the neighborhood, if they're coming from a totally different area, they can see what it's like and what is easily accessible from your house. Is marketing. So we want to get that property marketed online before it actually hits the MLS. What we can do is after we have our professional photos done, we put it out on all sorts of social media. And that's where people are looking nowadays. They have the time, they're at home, they can take their time, they can look at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all sorts of resources out there. The biggest thing when that is done, we will then list it through one of our boards, which for me is the Toronto Real Estate Board, which goes to realtor.ca. And as everybody knows, realtor.ca is where everybody goes to look at what's on the market. Oh, my neighbor's property is for sale. Let me check it out. So my question to you as a seller would be, how would you get those people to your house without some sort of marketing where you can go out not just to your neighborhood, but how do you find the people that are an hour away that are now wanting to move from the GTA to the outskirts where we live in Brock Township? So now let's do the dirty deed. Let's talk about numbers. So the standard commission in our area is 5%. So 2.5% goes to the buyer's agent in bringing the buyer and negotiating, and 2.5% goes to the selling agent in doing the photos, the professional drone tour, the floor plans, all the marketing, contracts, etc. Now, that's not set, but it is standard. So let's take an example of a $500,000 house. If you're going to sell that yourself, if you can find the buyer who will pay that price in a limited marketing that you're going to be able to do, then you can pocket those monies. However, in this current hot market, if you're going to hire a professional, they're going to do all the work that I've stated previously. They're going to get your property out there to a lot more people and from totally different areas. Right now, you're going to get multiple offers. So your house could potentially sell for 50, 75, 100,000 over asking, which we're seeing quite common now. So then the question becomes, is it worth it for you to hire a professional and pocket yourself another 25, 50, 75, even $100,000? If you do the math, which I'm sure you can do, it makes sense. So I hope you've enjoyed this information. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I can answer any questions, hopefully. So go to my website, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and I will be more than happy to maybe give you some information about what's happening, not only list prices, but what is actually being sold in your neighborhood. What are the sell prices? Compare properties, that sort of thing. So once again, thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next time and have a great day.